Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Griefdrums here, and today we're back on Rainbow Six, where we're going to be breaking down leaving the map as an attacker. So I know that sounds kind of weird, leaving the map as an attacker. Why would you do that? So many times in videos people say, stop sitting on the roof, just get inside the map. And I don't want to argue with that. I fully agree with it. As an attacker, the point is to actually get in and start pushing for control of different areas of the map. That is essentially the point of it. You're attacking. However, mindlessly just continuing to push in through a certain way when you can quite easily get flanked, cut off, or isolated is probably not the play. And what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to break down a recent round that I played which showcases this pretty well. So once we've gone ahead and watched this round, I'm going to come back and we're going to review a couple of the bits that occurred and why I did what I did in the hope of helping you improve your own game. Now, the particular round in question, I was playing as Ying on Villa, and the score is currently 3-2 to us. This is our opportunity to close out the entire game rather than taking it to overtime. So let's just jump in and watch what happened.
Ooh, you had a nice, you know what?
Reassess. Smoke's come down. He's inside of library.
Ooh. Hey, watch out!
Anyone do that for a while?
Can someone get on my drone and active ping Smoke, please?
Yep, I got you. Yep, he's not fighting. He's more to the right now. He's, I can't see him, Move back.
Well, that's
Going towards
negative.
me. Yeah. I'm off your drone, unless you want me to back up.
Nah, it's alright.
Good.
Cheers. We'll just miss that opportunity because of your failure to decent
It was
ping.
an angle with the ping.
Yeah. Oh, he's inside of the little cupboard.
One's closet. Mozzie's closet. I'm gonna need this son of a gun.
You just ran out of closet?
Of course you did. I just wasted a nade now, though. Oh, that's a knife.
That is.
People
Ooh,
like
I
it.
looked at him for a couple of seconds. Jesus.
I'm nading it.
I'm going to go into Astro window, boys, if no one is.
Hurt somebody, Andy? Is?
We need the nade, nade the wall.
I haven't got an aid. Unless Finker.
Red, you still got a nade?
Nope, I don't. I was trying to nade that Mozzie.
Whoa, we need him down.
Oh, the main wall.
Main wall. I've put holes above it.
The diffuser is
One's
no
Astro
longer
was
in
by
your
the globe.
possession.
Was?
I can push for them in a minute with Ying.
Alright, bandits are down.
Recovered.
Nice.
No, they're not.
Where am I being spotted
It's
from?
still
Oh, I took
It's
three
still-
out. There's an arcade.
probably.
Damn.
You must recover the diffuser. The diffuser has been secured.
Go over the top. Have you got another nade, Ross? Nope, that was the last one.
Alright, hold up.
We're gonna do this differently then.
Might be on like the. Ooh, nice shot. Statue, Kaid.
One's in trophy.
One op 4 remaining.
Is that Maestro?
Yep.
We can plant
That's what
bombs,
Kaid, he was
bunkers.
statue.
Where's the diffuser?
I was looking for the Electroclaw for so long, I was like stood there thinking, is there something
Yeah.
here? I can't see it.
Was it on the?
What was it?
I don't know, I
Could
think
be.
it must have been a Kaid Electroclaw, but I just couldn't see it.
So as you will have seen there, obviously the round worked out pretty well, and there is a few things that we can comment on that probably caused that outcome the way it did. Now, getting some early picks definitely helps. It really does. If you can take a few of the defenders out of the equation and off of the board, the defenders don't have the ability to cover all the respective ways. Now, during the prep phase, you can see I was messing around quite a bit. I don't know. I don't really know how to justify this. I haven't got an excuse. I was messing about and I was buggering about because my drone was in the middle of nowhere, really. However, during this, I then saw Smoke or Mute or whoever that is downstairs. And it was at this point that I said to the team, look, I know exactly where he is. Can you jump on my drone and ping exactly where he is? So I come up to the window knowing the map and knowing that I'm going to be able to land a few shots on him. Unfortunately, the pings didn't quite work out as intended, so I know that I'm going to have to go a different way. As I approach the double door, I open it all up and sort of just keep an eye out. Now, I kind of expected him to get aggro and push me. However, I haven't seen anything. There's been no movement. He hasn't pushed out towards the door. He hasn't run away. I have sort of cut off his retreat, and then by droning a little bit further, I can tell exactly where he is. But it's at this point here that it makes a difference. As the barricade opens, I'm holding a very slight angle, and I see him cross from left to right. Now, I can see the blood on the wall behind. I'm trying to get him through just a bit of pre-firing to see if he peeks again, but smartly he doesn't. So instead, I'm going to use my utility and push him. The longer I leave this holding angles, the more time he has got to call his teammates to come and get some assistance. Now, as I peek out to try and throw the Incandela, I see him cross from right to left. It happens very quickly, but you see it happen, and this gives me a lot of information. I don't need to push in and clear to the right at all. Instead, I'm going to need to clear to the left behind the white bookcase, which is a pretty common spot for someone to try and hunker down behind. As I push in and I realize he's not there, I scan the rest of the room on the way to peek the next logical choice, which is going to be running into the cupboard. Now, this is a daft play by him because there's no escape from there. There is nowhere else for him to go, and it enables me to get the kill pretty quickly. Now, in an ideal situation, I wouldn't have been on my own. I would have had someone else pushing with me to assist in a refrag should I have died, but that's not always how it plays out, and certainly if you're playing ranked or you're solo queuing, that may not be the case. You may not have a full stack to be able to assist with this kind of thing. So being calculated but aggressive in this situation has enabled me to get my 1 out of the game, and always remember, if everyone on the team gets their 1 kill per round, you automatically win. So yes, you can play the objective, and I always advocate playing the objective, but if you can get 1 kill each per round, you will win the game. Now, because this entire interaction has taken roughly a minute, it's fairly likely that Mute has called for some friends. And just as I'm about to leave to come out of the living room library area, I hear a slight little noise which indicates that someone is over towards the main stairs. So as I come out of here, I'm actually already pre-aiming onto the stairs to a likely area that someone is going to be, and at the very last second, spot the player that is there. Now, honestly, he should have killed me here. There's no doubt about it. Potentially it was perspective issue from him, or alternatively his reactions were just insanely slow. I don't know. It's Siege after all, and sometimes, you know, you get killed by a shoulder. Maybe this is what happened to him. But by being prepared for that next engagement to come out quickly as I'm trying to get out of the building, I end up picking up another kill, which puts us at an even better advantage. Now, it's at this particular point that the entirety of the video sort of comes together, and the reason that I'm making the video. Rather than push up the main set of stairs that I've just killed the player at, and pushing through study and all of that area of the map, what I decided to do is actually leave the map and instead go around the outside like 2 Trailer Park Girls. That's probably a boomer reference that some of you won't even understand, but we'll move on from that. Now, my logic here is by leaving the map, I am moving back into relative safety. I'm going out of this sort of area where I don't know where anyone is, and where I'm isolated and on my own. Yes, I've just killed someone on the main stairs, but what if someone has dropped a hatch into R on my left, or what if someone is pushing down the red stairs towards Zulu and coming from my left, and I have no idea that they're there, and they could just come and flank me. Alternatively, if I push up the stairs, I haven't droned it, I don't know what I'm going into. So instead, it's actually better for me to go back outside, reassess, reset, and then go and do something different. This also works kind of twofold as well, because by taking out the camera here, by having killed 2 players over here, the defenders have lost all knowledge of whereabouts I am. As far as they're concerned, the last good call out for me was main stairs, or pretty much near the main stairs. So if any other defenders are moving to try and interact and actually do something about where I am, potentially lurkers that are just slightly further away from sight, like sitting on 90 to control that way, they may be starting to push towards where I am, or alternatively, covering the red stairs to see if I come up that way. Instead, I'm going to completely bamboozle all of them, and I'm going to move outside, and I'm going to go all the way round to Astro to actually go and assist my team in their push. By the time I get over there and actually get spotted on the Astro window, it's been an entire minute of the round, so that could have pulled defenders here, there, and everywhere at this point. We're in a good situation, and I'm actually assisting. So when I arrive at the window, I hear that there is someone inside of Astro. I can cover the rotates in there, I can stop anyone from moving around, and then I actually get to use my utility to try and push in. And the logic behind this was it was reasonably aggressive, but the push was trying to come out. The final push was sort of trying to come out to actually get the main wall open, and for whatever reason the grenades hadn't got the Kaid Electroclaw, so I actually went in to try and deal with that and ended up looking at the wall for an extended period of time. But the point still remains, and it's something that I really, you know, kind of want you to think about. After you've got your initial pick, or after you've started pushing in a certain direction, you've got to think what the enemy team's comms are going to be like. If you're on defense and you die to someone over by the main stairs, you're going to be saying, Ying is the main stairs. She's over by the main stairs. She's probably coming up them. That's the most logical thing to do. People see a route into the map and they just continually keep going that same way, and they keep banging their head against this brick wall. Now, once you've passed that information on, your team will probably act to it. So if the defenders are doing that, completely throwing them off guard by not being where they think you're going to be, you've pulled them out of position and you've potentially opened up a different area of the map to enable a push. Anyway, I'm afraid that's going to be it for today's video. That is just something that I noticed within a recent round, and I kind of wanted to sort of impart that knowledge, I guess. But hopefully it can help you out. Hopefully you can take it away into your other games that you play and say, you know what, actually I can utilize this right now. I don't need to be in here. I don't need to be cut off and isolated from my team, and I can instead come back out of the map now that I've done my specific job that I was trying to achieve. And that may give you the opportunity to re-drone, reassess, and, you know, almost start the round over again. You see it with pros all the time, you know, 3 or 4 of them will flood an area of the map, they'll get control of it, and then leave one person there to cover it, while everyone just floods back out the way they came, knowing that it's safe. This is definitely something that could be handy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, then please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you don't already, make sure to subscribe, and until next time, stay reckless and relentless.